Hey everyone, it's Nicole. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, don't forget to subscribe. I like to post about books and music, mostly Taylor Swift. Today I'm going to be reacting to 1989 Taylor's version. I cut my hair for this. No, I didn't. I can't lie to you guys. The back of my head looks like a mess right now. The amount of pins holding this together. I had one of you guys begging me to cut my hair for this, and first of all, it took me way too long to grow it, so no. But I was like, I can just pin it up. And this person was like, no, that's gonna look so bad. And then it turns out to be exactly what Taylor's doing during this promotional rollout, so I still need to perfect the pinning. Truly, the back of my head is a mess, but I'm also a firm believer in the fact that the back of my head is none of my business. I also can't figure out if I'm liking the fit. This is like a dress I bought for $7. I can't figure out if I'm supposed to wear it like this or if I'm supposed to like pull the sleeves up. It's kind of giving grandma, but I wanted to wear it because it's light blue and everything from the waist down is super unflattering, but I really like the collar. So we're rolling with it. I am so excited to get into this. I think I have made another mistake in being very, very excited for the vault tracks when really they're the ones that are left off the album for a reason. I think I had my hopes a little bit too high for the Speak Now vault because of the iconic collaborations that were announced, and I was the slightest bit disappointed. But I don't know, this has been the first time Taylor has actually hyped up the quality of the vault tracks, so I'm really hoping, I don't know, I'm trying to manage my expectations. I'm preparing for the worst and hoping for the best. Lastly, I hear you about the Lana Del Rey video that is long overdue, Ultraviolence. That's coming hopefully on Wednesday, so less than a week after you're watching this. I got into a huge issue with Final Cut Pro and my hard drive and had a really hard time editing. I hope to include music in that video. I'm leaving myself plenty of time to have like battles with copyright and everything, but for this video, for the sake of getting it up quickly and to you guys, I will not be playing the music in this video. It's just going to be my reaction so that I don't have to fight copyright. And yeah, I think that's it. There will be timestamps down below if you want to skip around, and let's just get right into this. I'm really nervous for Shake It Off. Okay, so far, the bass is a lot harder. I also feel like her voice is higher. Something strange is going on there. I need to listen more. We're only on the first chorus. It sounds almost like futuristic. I don't know. The synth is giving something it didn't give in 2014. The harmonies are more prominent, and the beat is harder. That's what I like about the Taylor's versions. There's like a crispness to the instruments more often than not. Ooh, the second verse, when we first dropped our bags on apartment floors, there's like this thing going on in the background that either wasn't there in the original or maybe it's just more prominent in this one. Ooh, before the second chorus hits, there's like a sudden freeze of like everything. I don't think that existed. It like everything cuts out for a second. The drum beat, oh my god, I like this better. I'm gonna be listening to this a lot. I never really liked this song that much on the original. It's like this really cool drum beat that I swear to god didn't exist before. Okay, bridge. Oh my god, that kick drum and the bridge. The lights are so bright, but they never blind me. Whatever that little ad-lib thing at the end sounds so much more vocally easier for her. I remember there being like a voice crack in the first one or something. Yeah, the lights are so bright, but they never blind me. Why is that such a tongue twister? Oh my god. When she says blind, it just feels so much more easier for her to sing. Okay, the very last time she sings Welcome to New York, she's missing the lower harmony. Like, it's such a warm lower line. Why would she take that out? Okay, overall, I think better. A few things I wish would have been included. I'm like kind of nervous for this one. Less voice cracking. The percussion is crazy. That's crazy how crisp it is. I don't really like that I could make the bad guys good for a weekend. This so far has been so hit or miss. It feels flat, not like in note, but like in delivery. She was really flirty there for like the entirety. And then that one line feels strange. I love this percussion. I love the synth too. The apple in the lyric video. I like the click, the pen click. That came out good. The second verse was really good. Really good delivery. She sounded so angry, screaming, crying, perfect storms. That was so good. And the darling I'm a nightmare dressed like a daydream. I love that. Ooh, the second chorus, that ooh thing she does behind herself. Good, amazing. I love that it was included. The detail. Attention to detail. That's all these re-recordings are about. Oh, I'm excited to hear the leave a nasty scar part in the, I think it's the last chorus. The seagulls fighting. She's so funny. During the boys want love if it's torture. The harmonies in the say I didn't warn you. That is a choir, a chorus, if you will. The layers, I like that. That's like more intricate than the original one, I think. Yes, the I'm insane. That part, yes. She slayed. The leave a nasty scar ad-lib part, yes, yes. Ooh, the last line, I'll write your name. The clear, crisp delivery. I really like this one overall. It's faithful to the original, but it's cleaner, it's sharper. I'm kind of nervous for the intro part. I was really nervous for 1989 in general because of all the electronic sounds, and I think she might be using a different producer this time. It's a little bit weird, the intro. It's futuristic, more than 80s or 70s reminiscent. So I'm editing this a few days later. I've already gotten kind of used to some of the things that I was being a little bit critical of in my very first listen. Like, it just takes a few listens to get accustomed to it. For example, the I can make the bad guys good for a weekend delivery in blank space. I'm like, that's really not that bad now that I've heard it several times. However, the guitar and style is like terribly disappointing because there's like more distortion on it. I think after I filmed this, I found out people were really upset about style. That was like the #1 disappointment. The guitar irritated me, but other than that, I quite liked it. It sounds a lot like whatever arrangement they were using on the Eras tour, but I did find a TikTok of a producer explaining why people might be disappointed with it. First of all, Max Martin and Shellback are like pop geniuses, and you can really feel their absence on a lot of these songs, so we just have to kind of manage our expectations. But the reason style was so amazing was like the trance that kind of hits when the chorus hits, and the way the bass line like surges up and down in dynamics. And the bass line in Taylor's version particularly, especially in the chorus, it's just very static. It doesn't have that like ebb and flow of volume, unfortunately. I feel like that's not that hard to emulate though, let's be real. Like, I don't understand why. As I explain later in this video, I'm very happy with what Taylor brought to the re-recordings, like vocal improvements, amazing. But like, yeah, sometimes I'm a little unhappy with the production, and that's not always really her fault. Maybe in her selection of producers, she maybe could have found someone who can imitate Martin and Shellback a little more, but yeah, that was just more of my thoughts on style, Taylor's version. The way she says midnight when she first comes in, midnight. She could have done another take. I love the warmth in her voice though, otherwise she sounds kind of angry. This and Blank Space have just been reminding me of the Eras tour though, like seeing these live was just everything. Ooh, I love the piano rolls in the pre-chorus. Those are important to me. Oh fuck, the chorus. The chorus hits, the drum beat, ooh, okay. The bass line, I think it's the bass line. The harmonies on Crashing Down and the Out of Style Shout. Now those are really good recreations. The diction is better. Her pronunciation, wild eyes, in the original, it sometimes almost sounds like she's singing like wild lies, or it just starts to get a little bit muddy, but this is very clear. Lights are off, he's taking off his coat. Oh yeah. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm obsessed with that. The way she did that. Oh my god, Miss Swift, please. The oh, I heard oh. Oh my god. Oh my god. The like anger. I'm so anticipating the Been Here to a few times. Oh my god. I love that. I'm so ridiculous. I'm acting like this is a whole new song. Her voice is so much stronger. Dreamy, crisp, refreshed. Overall, I'm liking these three so far. Okay, fun fact, I never really liked this one when it first came out. The live performances made this song for me. I wonder if the first listen through of Taylor's version will feel better on the first listen. I don't have super high expectations for this because like, I think the bar is kind of low. Thinking back to my very first listen of Stolen version. Is that Jack Antonoff who does the I feel like that's him. The weird synthy sounds are so much cleaner. Like, they're just so much more prominent. Okay, the first chorus is done. Wait, hold on. I need to pause it. Very aerobic vibes. It's almost more 80s. It feels a lot like the original. Like, I'm not seeing many differences, which is like a good thing for most Swifties especially. I was kind of hoping this one would be a little more reinvented just because it gets kind of repetitive, but like, I will take what I can get when it comes to a very accurate reproduction because sometimes those don't necessarily happen. And I know that's what we're all kind of rooting for. The rhythm feels different on Like We Stood a Chance. Like we stood a chance instead of stood a chance. Does that make any sense? I feel like that sounds the same, but like it's different. I know because I've been listening to this for so long. The notes, the beltier notes just sound so much easier for her to sing again. Like it's just so nice to see her thriving vocally. She's done a lot of work with her voice. The vocals just feel effortless to her. The harmonies in the bridge, hospital room, like the whatever's going on in the back at the end of each line is like so clear. Oh my god, it sounds so good. I don't even remember noticing that before. The you were looking at me that goes all high and it's like this head voice and it's just so angelic and it sounds so much better than it did before. Oh, the technique. You were looking at me. Oh my god, I love that. The like, I don't know, it's the emotion is like there and I think even stronger than before. I think it's Antonoff in the background that's like, are we out of the woods yet? Are we out of the woods? He sounds a little bit strange. It's different. It's also kind of giving a Lion King. Oh god, I remember thinking that when I first heard it too. That's crazy. Yeah, I was like, wow, it's a little 80s Lion King moment. Oh my god, I hear this descending harmony in the last chorus. They're repeating, are we out of the woods yet? Are we out of the woods yet? Are we? It like goes down. I don't know exactly what it was doing, but I've never heard that before. Are we in the clear yet? Are we in the specifically that part too, there's so many harmonies and I feel like you can hear each one. Maybe I'm just like better at detecting them now after having like gone through music school, but like I feel like they're more prominent. I feel like you can just hear them better because the quality of the recording is just going to be better almost 10 years later. Speaking of vocals and producers not bringing what they need to bring to the table for these re-recordings, another gripe people had with style and that I see now that I've listened to it a few times is the ad-lib in the very last chorus where she's like, "You've got that James Dean daydream." That thing is like so much quieter in Taylor's version. For what reason? Like seriously, you could have just like made that louder in the mix. But also something I love about Out of the Woods is those harmonies are like on steroids, especially in the very last chorus. And the descending harmonic line that I'm talking about, I figured out exactly what it's doing, what it is. It happens, I think, twice in the very last chorus. Listen for it next time. It's way more than just like, "Are we out of the woods yet?" or whatever it was that I was saying in here. There's that one, but then there's another one that happens a couple times. It goes down. Sorry, my voice. I just woke up. But like, I have been so obsessed with that. I didn't pick that out at all in 2014, and I love that it came to me immediately the second I heard it this time. I really appreciate the attention to detail. That or whatever it is. There's so much going on vocally in this song that I can just appreciate more now. Ooh, that echo at the end, and there's a little percussion thing that lingers, and it's like I feel like that wasn't there before. I like when she adds things to the re-recordings and doesn't like take things away, because that's when people get really excited, when they're like, oh, this is more than it was before, or like stronger or louder or more prominent. But if something's like missing, like a bass line or something, that's where people get like really upset, including me. I was really upset about the bass line being missing for my knee treble. So far, this has been better than the Speak Now Taylor's version. I was really weirdly disappointed by that one because I actually did have pretty high expectations, because it's all like a lot of real instrument type sounds, so I figured it would be a lot easier, it would be a lot more dynamic the second time around. And there were just some issues, especially with like emoting on her part vocally, but this is like, she has all the flirtiness, she has all the like, well, there are a lot more sad songs on Speak Now, so I guess maybe it's harder for her to channel like a more negative emotion, and it's a lot easier for her to do this like flirty, fun, playful thing that's going on a lot of 1989. Yeah, so far it's exceeded my expectations, but my expectations for this one were pretty low. I was kind of scared for 1989. It's just such a fan favorite. It's also such a favorite among people who aren't even Swifties. Like, this was just a very iconic album in pop culture for everybody. I already like it more. She hasn't even started singing yet. It's just like stronger. The lesson. It's so like playful. When she opens her eyes, when she sings Stay for the first time, oh my gosh. That reminds me of how she said this came to her in a dream. And like, it looks like she's sleeping and then she opens her eyes when she says Stay. I don't know. I'm like making connections that probably aren't even there. It's giving Bella when she turned into a vampire in Breaking Dawn. I love these lyric videos. It makes it such an experience. There's a note change. All you had to do was stay. And she changes it to, all you had to do was stay, instead of all you had to do was stay. Do you hear the difference? It's subtle. Oh, the harmonies. The love you pushed aside, the like high harmony. Oh wow. Her vowels. All you had to do. It seems more, I don't even know. I don't know. I noticed this in the little clip of Look What You Made Me Do as well. Look what you made me do. I don't even know how to put it into words. Isn't that so weird that I noticed it on do as well? What is with her evolving way of pronouncing do? I haven't noticed it at all until this point. Like, all the words sounded like they always have. It's the same language. Is her accent changing? I feel like she's a bit of a chameleon when it comes to accents. Some people pick up accents very quickly. Like, she kind of like lost her country twang. Well, she gained a country twang when she like went to Nashville, and then she kind of like lost it when she moved away from Nashville, and then like she started dating Joe, and she was in England a lot, and she sounded a little different. She sounded a little English. And now what's this? Is this the Kansas City, Missouri accent? I don't know. Well, I'm like really close to Kansas City, so why is it like foreign sounding to me? It's giving German. Ooh, all you had to do was. It's so sassy. Whatever drum beat happens before she says, but not like this. It's fast, but it's so cool, and I don't remember it before. Here comes the belt, and it's more iconic than it was before. I'm sorry, but her voice is just stronger. Like, I know nostalgia is a very strong thing, but like, you can't argue with an improved technique. I'm obsessed with the last chorus. up and down thing she's doing. It sounds so fun. She's making it sound a little obnoxious, which is definitely on purpose. Like, it's just got such fun, like, catchy pop sound. It reminds me of that in New Romantics. I remember when I first heard that, I was like, this reminds me of an Old Navy commercial. I could never trace, like, the source. Oh my god, I'm, like, having such a good time right now. This is, like, so, I have such fond memories of 1989. Like, it came about, coincidentally for me, right after, like, my own Red period, where things were just, like, not great. And, like, the nostalgia that I feel for Red is so different from the nostalgia I feel for 1989, because, like, I was so happy. And, like, my sophomore year of high school, that's when it came out, and it was just, like, a really good year, especially because my junior year was rough. Junior year is the worst. I'm so glad I was a teenager when this came out. I feel so lucky. I feel so nostalgic. Even though it's different and it's fresh, it's like, I feel like I'm 15 again. I'm about to be 25. Ooh, the little ooh towards the end. It's just like, I don't have many critiques right now. I feel so bored. She better like completely flop one of these so I can like have something interesting to say. Oh, that final stay. That's crazy. It sounds so good and so different, but the same. That's so satisfying. Okay, another hit. Oh, this is wild. Already, the drums are so different, but like the same. The reverb on it, that drum, I don't know exactly what kind of drum it is. It's so echoey. Oh, that sax is so low. Hello, sir. This feels, oh, the giggle. I love the giggle. After dates, this feels different. I feel like people are gonna be beefing with this one. I feel like I'm 15 again. The claps before the chorus. I am gagged. I am on the floor. Oh, it feels like the Eras tour. I remember having a newfound appreciation for Shake It Off after the Eras tour because like live, this is truly a religious experience. It's like peak cult vibes. The bass line. God bless the bass line. That's all I have to say. It's like prominent. The lyric video is giving futuristic Barbie. It feels so playful. I like the delivery. The background vocals of shake it off, shake it off. I don't even know how to, like that shouty thing going on underneath it all. I'm nervous for this spoken bridge. It feels distorted. Was it always this distorted? It's giving, oh, trouble, trouble, like that kind of effect. The My Ex-Man, but it feels like she's right here. Like the quality, that belt, that's better than the original, especially the belt. It sounds so healthy. I'm gagged. This is like everything I could have asked for, but after Speak Now, I was like, okay, the bar's on the floor. I might actually be listening to that now. I haven't like genuinely just listened to that alone in my car since. I wasn't even driving when this came out, but I don't know. This kind of refreshes it for me. This might be something that I'm like not skipping, at least for a while. The drums are exceptionally 80s. The guitar is a little weird. I'm really happy with the vocal delivery. I'm actually really happy with the vocal recreation on like, I'll probably be happy with all of them. I'm a little nervous for Clean. That's like the one really big emotional moment. The original is just so powerful. The bass line and the chorus, again, this is just gonna be me appreciating the bass line for like, I don't know how long this is gonna be. There's some interesting shimmery sound. I don't know, right before the bridge. It's still happening. Is it piano? It's really subtle. 80s spaceship vibes. That thing in the background, it's like, that's new. I swear to God, that's new. The harmonies are just good. I'm just gonna leave it at that. It's so prominent. There's like a spaceship takeoff sound at the very end. Okay, that was cool. So this is my least favorite song on the album, so I'm probably not going to have much to say about it unless it's like severely improved, because if it's bad, it's always been kind of bad. So I didn't even really appreciate this live that much. I was like, okay, Bad Blood, woo, like I wish we could have had like New Romantics instead, or like I Know Places or something. I get why she did it, because it was like a single, no, Out of the Woods, obviously, definitely Out of the Woods instead. I just remember thinking like, boy, it is toasty in here, that fire, and I was in the lower bowl. I was not close to it. I wasn't in the upper bowl or on the floor. I can't imagine how those people felt. She sounds angrier. I appreciate that. Oh, her voice sounds lower, more scathing. I just kind of zoned out the whole first chorus. The lyric video is giving Reputation. It reminds me of the font that was in the original Look What You Made Me Do lyric video. Whoa, the ghosts echo, you live with ghosts? And then she repeated it. She said ghosts again. I like that. I like that she's changed, because this song is like just not the vibe. I don't know. I really like the ahs in the back of the last chorus. I mean, like vocally it sounds a little better, yeah, but overall, I mean, it's, I think, an accurate recreation. I don't know, I'm not gonna feel too passionately one way or the other because I never really cared for it. Okay, wait a second, that growl, ooh, whoa, oh my god, that's kind of a vibe. Yeah, it's giving a little growly. It's giving We Are Never Ever Getting Back Together on the 1989 tour. 1989, am I okay? Okay, moving on. I got my license around the time the remix of this came out with all the like drum beats in the very last chorus. I hope they remix it to have those drum beats. That's the version. The remix is the version that showed up in the music video, isn't it? It sounds like exactly how it always did. Oh, it's a video of her playing it on the 1989 tour. Oh, my heart. I love that piano. That piano had us all gagged. However, it really has nothing on the Eras Tour surprise song piano. That side part was crazy. That went hard. That's nuts. Looking at it now, like it's such overkill. Even when you see side parts these days, they're so subtle. I'm kind of doing it now. I got tired of my bangs on it. I feel like it looks low volume. Low volume. I don't know. I feel like I look best with no part. No, that's not true because I have a weird widow's peak. This is fine, but yeah. I mean, I ran around looking like that at the same time. The side bangs. Oh, we were so into cutting our own side bangs. It sounds really good. It sounds a lot like the original. The instruments are so much like they always were. I don't hear anything particularly stronger than it's always been. I don't know. This is like really similar. Wait a second, am I an idiot? This is the one I've been listening to for how long now? This already came out. Is that a spider on my wall? I'm an idiot. Of course this already, I've been listening to the Taylor's version of this. I don't remember this isn't my first listen. What am I doing? I can just go to the next song, I guess. This is literally, well, I guess to see the lyric video. You know what? We'll just keep listening to it. There's definitely a bug on my wall. I'm an idiot. Of course it sounds like it. I've already listened to this. When did this come out? This came out before Red Taylor's version came out. So I've been listening to this for 2 years. Okay, Nicole. I'm so silly. Well, I guess that's just further proof that, like, you will get used to it. Isn't that nuts? This probably is pretty different from the original, but I just, like, haven't been listening to the original. That's wild. I don't even notice any changes anymore. Okay, that thing in the beginning, it's so different. I don't even know. I don't know how it's different. How do I explain that? Oh, that beat hits harder. The acoustic guitar is so satisfying because it felt like the acoustic guitar that was there for like texture and blank space was like a little bit lost. I didn't say anything when I was listening to it, but I was like, oh, that's kind of missing. It's very prominent here, which I'm happy about because it was still like, even though it was so different from anything we'd heard Taylor ever do before, like fully pop record, that acoustic guitar in the background of some of the poppy songs was like this reassurance that it was like she's not completely unrecognizable. Does that make any sense? Like hearing that acoustic guitar it was like the guitar in Taylor for so long, so many years. Teardrops on my guitar, like it was like this little piece of the old Taylor. Like it didn't feel as drastic of a change if she was including acoustic guitar, if that makes sense. Wow, this chorus is chaotic. This is crazy. What is this synth? I don't hate it. It's just a little intense. Again, her belting sounds so much better, healthier. Oh, the acoustic guitar breakdown remind me how it used to be. It's so pretty. That happens at the last chorus. It's like really obnoxious this time around. It always kind of was, but like it's so electronic. This is crazy. It's like it's got this chaotic vibe to it that it didn't before. This feels like it was like it's giving the same energy as Closure off of Evermore. Like the crazy percussion going on. What is going on? That is so electronic. Is it over now? It's like a broken computer.
I like it. It sounds like a broken computer.
And it contrasts so much with like the very end when it's just her guitar strums and her going, that's how it works. That's how you got the girl. That is wow. Not what I was expecting. It's so crazy. And then it goes so acoustic vibey. I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, I'll get used to it, I guess, but like, wow. Okay, I'll watch the lyric video, but I know at this point that like, yeah, I've already listened to this. I will link my reaction to this love when it first came out in the eye, so you can see what my thoughts are originally. Is there no lyric video? Oh, the lyric video was already released. Okay, so just click the eye if you want to see my reaction, or maybe it's over here. It's somewhere up in the corner. The bug crawling on my wall is really distracting. It's moving really slowly. I feel like it's a roly-poly. We've had so many of them in here. Yeah, go watch that, because there's no lyric video, so there's no point in really listening to it again. I really love this Loves recreation. I know I always really liked the crispness of it. Someone in like a Taylor Swift Discord I'm in said they can't even listen to the stolen version anymore because it sounds like she's like underwater. Like the quality improvement is like crazy. Leaps and bounds better than it was. The guitar is amazing. It just has such a nice texture to it now. That was an amazing recreation. Okay, distortion. That I at the end is so fuzzy. It's giving I Can See You. I Can See You walked so this could run. I just didn't realize it until right now. Yeah, it's very like hidden romance. Both of them have similar themes. Are those cats? The lyric video has like Black Panthers in bowler hats. Is that what that is? That's crazy. Fragile Little Flame has the best consonants. Like the way it's so clean. This is so reputation coded too. Like a Love and Secret. There's a lot of acoustic guitar for texture in this one too. Maybe I never noticed it. That's fascinating. I'm missing something. I'm missing, oh, how do I describe this? It's the movements of the bass line. It's not as bouncy as it was before. It's very prominent, and I think it's a little bit deeper, but it's missing that, like, it's choppier. It doesn't like boom, 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 boom. Does that make sense? It's like boom, 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 boom. It's like cutting. Oh, I like that little doo 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 doo. It's got that funkiness to it. It's always had a little bit of funkiness to it. It's different, I guess. I don't know. That's just takes some getting used to. I love the harmonies on just take my hand and don't ever drop it. They are the hunters, we are the foxes. Oh my god. The higher harmony is like beautiful. And we run. She said, and we run. She screamed. She belted. That sounded so good. She's kind of gagging us all right now with these vocals. Most improved vocally. And the thing is, I didn't think that this would improve vocally that much because this is one of the more recent ones. Like this and Reputation shouldn't sound that different. And I guess like the country twang, and I mean, yeah, when I think of like Fearless, it was very, very different. But this is also so different. And I didn't think it would be, but her belts are just healthier. The technique, she just continues to surprise me and impress me. Okay, I like the bass line in the bridge. Bouncy. It's so cool. Yeah, she is not bungling any of these. There was that one really weird, was it How You Get the Girl? Super chaotic, electronic-y, weird. She's showing up and she's doing her part. She's putting in the vocals, she's putting in the work, she's putting in the emotion. If a producer is like screwing something up a little bit, you know, she's just no critiques. There was one bungle. We're already at the end of the standard edition. Does she have Imogen Heap on this? Yes, she does. She got her back, thank God. It's exactly the same, it's just crisper. Maybe a little more echoey. Oh wait, what was that? Boop, boop, boop. A strange thing at the end of the intro? Okay, I'll let her have it. She sang Together differently. Together. It was like one more note in the descending line, I think. This lyric video is so interesting with the trees growing out of her. It reminds me of the Karma music video, but also like Moana, because I think that's what she was channeling. The Heart of Tafiti, I think it was Tafiti that was in the land. It's got more of an 80s vibe to it. Like I always remember thinking Clean was like kind of like this ballad that didn't have really an 80s connection that I saw, but now it's got this weird, I don't even know how to explain it. I like it though because it makes it even more cohesive on the record and it kind of slaps. Why is this like a bop? But it's like sad, but it's like I could shake my ass a little bit to this in a way that I couldn't in 2014. Also the ahs, like they sound so resonant and layered and like close to my ears in the headphones. She's like right there with me. The outro has this 80s thundery sound vibe that I think adds to the atmosphere. I'm so glad she was able to have Imogen, I don't know how to say her name, on this because you can hear her background vocals so clearly and you can hear it like that in the original too, and without it, it's just like not completely the same. It adds this depth to her voice and you know, it's never going to be as iconic as the original. This is like these are big shoes to fill, even for Taylor herself. However, this could have been a lot worse. Like this is pretty good and she refreshed it just enough where I think it's like new enough and she didn't try so hard to like recreate lightning striking twice, I guess. This could have been bungled, this could have been fumbled, like complete fumble bungle, and that just didn't happen in my opinion. Yeah, I think it's got a freshness to it. She didn't try so hard. You could tell she wasn't trying super hard, which is good because I feel like that's when things start to go wrong for Taylor, when it's not like an intuitive thing. That was the one I was probably most nervous for. This has always been such a bop. I'm so scared because this is so similar to I Knew You Were Trouble musically. I'm really afraid they're gonna just like take out the bass line completely after giving me an album full of strong 80s synthy bass lines. They're gonna remove it from this one. I just feel it. Okay, a lot like the original with the little shimmery sounds. Okay, they didn't take out the bass line. Thank freaking God. Also, strangers are watching. That's interesting. It sounds a lot like the original. I'm happy with this so far, at least. Did she change it from But Darling We Found Wonderland to Oh Darling We Found Wonderland? So we have the bass line, I can feel it, I can hear it, but it's subtle, it's subtler. There's a tinniness to this version, not like just in the voice, but like the production as well. I do like her voice, it's very authentic to the original, but it's a little stronger. Yeah, not many comments. That was like a pretty good recreation. Oh, it's so warm. It's so pretty. This reminds me of the 1989 tour and I wasn't even there. I couldn't go. Boy, did I beg though. I love the ocean imagery in this lyric video because this one always made me think of like nighttime on the beach and like the sun setting in the video. Her voice is so sweet. There's like a breathiness. I like the really hollow, like echoey percussion in the background. It's so dreamy. I'm gonna cry. These lyrics are so beautiful and detailed. The light reflects the chain on your neck, like the details, the visuals, the way she says touch. It's like so gentle. She's treading so lightly on this song compared to like how hard she went on like a lot of the other songs on this album. Like the flirtatiousness, the playfulness, and this one is just like such a lullaby vibe. The drum beat is so satisfying. Oh, now we're underwater. I love it. There's a gentleness when she sings "You are in love." That "you" part is gentler. Like she has this like control over her voice now, where when she's not belting, it's like she has this whispery but still so steady. There's no like break. It's just so strong. But that's like the true test of like strength in a voice, is like when you sing so quietly but it still has this resonance. Beautiful. Whoa, there's acoustic guitar in this one. One night he wakes, strange look on his face. It's like a subtle strumming. I love the little like the thing her voice says when she says best friend. Best friend. Like the like giddiness of it is like she recreated it like accurately. I wish the second chorus hit a little harder. Like I was expecting like a hard drum beat. This is such a good song. I think it would be so cool to get this as a surprise song. I mean, I'm not complaining because I got Death by a Thousand Cuts and clean. However, this and the little like repetitive like thing she taught us to do during the 1989 tour where you like repeat the lines after her. Oh, so satisfying. I love the like interactive crowd moments. I'm getting goosebumps from this bridge. I knew the lines that were coming and yet whew, chills. The maturity in her voice when she says you can feel it on the way home. You can see it with the lights out. The way she said that, I'm gonna start crying. There's this like knowledge there. I don't know. There's something in her voice that's like, now that she's like been in a really long-term relationship, I don't know. I feel like she like knows this now. I don't know how to explain it. There's this maturity, like she's been through this. I'm so soft. It feels like someone who's experienced this and knows that it can like continue to happen. Like, how do I put this into words? Like, it felt like when she was singing this in 2014, it was like her observing this happening, but listening to it now feels like someone who's experienced this fully and like had to let it go and knows it will come back again. And like, does that make sense? Like she's observing it again and like having lived it herself, and like there's just this like knowledge. Her voice sounds like she knows all the things now. It's so emotional. I'm so sad. It's so peaceful. It's so at ease. It's not as pining as it was before. It's like this acceptance. There's so many emotions in her voice in this song. It seems like she's telling us more than she's learning herself. Does that make sense? In 2014, it was like she was coming to these conclusions then, but now it's like she's really like, wow, yeah, this is exactly what it is. Oh, I'm not actually crying. You'd be able to see it, but wow, that was so pretty. Last song on the deluxe edition. Oh, it's so pretty. It's so dreamy. It's so fun. We are 2 seconds in. I already have all of that to say. This also has this like snark of someone who knows things. This is just the year of realizing things. No, but it has this maturity. It's this like, it's giving snark. I don't know how to explain this. The maturity of it. She's literally just been singing, and I'm like, oh my God, I hear the emotions. I hear the knowledge. This is a woman who knows things. This is not the girl from the original 1989. These are fully realized and fully experienced ideas at this point. It's such a hindsight feeling in her voice. Wish you could go back and tell yourself what you know now. That's what it's giving. Oh shit, that opening line, because baby, I could build a castle. Is that another bug? Ugh, I'm so sick of this. Because baby, I could build a castle out of all the bricks they threw at me. That's hitting a lot harder after like the rep era. Little did she know. This is crazy. I wish her voice was a little louder. The instruments are kind of overpowering it. There's a sarcasm. There's a little to get knocked off our feet. It's like percussive. Is this in a lower key? I love the bass line. It's so funky. It's really percussive. She's so drowned out though. This production is madness. Like not like the chaos of How You Get the Girl, but like it's freaking loud. Thank God for the bridge where it breaks down. She's so breathy and like enchanted. Oh my God, the wide-eyed wonder of her voice. I always loved that starburst shimmery sound. Never mind. I don't like that It's less and it's more now. And it sounds so like babyish. I don't know. Okay, we're on the very last chorus and it's like too much. Like the music is too much. Where's her voice? It feels so steady. It's like stiff. What is going on? I thought I liked this, but the longer it goes, the more like tiring and monotonous it gets. Okay, good ending note. The free. That was good. She recreated Clean better than she recreated this, I think. Yeah, at first I was like, oh, this is pretty good. And the all-knowing, mature emotion that she brought to it. But like, God, by the end I was like, why did they mix it like this? Why? Okay, moving on to the vault tracks. I avoided spoilers completely, so this is a raw reaction. I guess a clip of it leaked, but I didn't even look at it. There's palm trees in the lyric video thumbnail. I'm nervous. Remember when we thought Lover was gonna be her like palm tree mermaid era? I'm still kind of hoping for like a tropically oceany album. Oh, I need to just click on it because I'm gonna like give myself high blood pressure. What is this? It's tropically. Maybe I'm just like associating the sound with the image. The intro music is giving vacation. Flamingo pink. Clink clink. Being this young is art. Oh my god. Oh, hey, that's where this is from. Got lovesick all over my bed. It's giving hits different. I pictured you with other girls in love, then throw up on the street. Handprints in wet. That's a tongue twister. Handprints in wet cement. Shit, is this is like sad. Is this gonna be, somebody predicted Slut was gonna stand for story left untold. What is this? Where's she going with this? Adorned with smoke on my clothes. It's giving rhymes with smatty smeely. Love Lord and nobody knows. There's so many tongue twisters in this song. Yeah, because that was never official. Because it was like a bad look to be dating him then. I'll pay the price, you won't. Holy shit. Interesting. I see where she's going with this. If they call me a slut, it might be worth it for once. Whoa, I love how she spins things. The sticks and stones they froze, shit, this is so tongue twistery. The sticks and stones they throw froze mid-air. I was like, you do not say sticks and stones and the breaking bones. If I have to hear something like that one more time. But this, that's interesting. Everyone wants him. Everybody wonders what it would be like to love you.
We'll be walking around here.
Lily, take it. Lily, take it.
Yeah, please.
Everybody get in together. Everybody get in together. What's up, brother? I'll keep my distance.
Oh, in a world of boys, he's a gentleman. Her voice, the low register. It's so emotional. I thought it would be satire. It's so lovery. You're not saying you're in love with me, but you're going to. Oh my god, the all-knowing. I love it. The random, oh, that's kind of funny. Okay, I was expecting a major serve slay, and it's like an emotional vibe. I think it'll grow on me. I think it's fine. I can really appreciate the lyricism. Definitely. There are a few songs on 1989, even that's a tongue twister. Maybe I just can't speak today, that are like, okay, this is a little bit like, I know you've got it in you, but you're like not using it. Yeah, some of the songs that made it onto the original 1989 sound a little bit first drafty as far as lyricism goes. I think it was all for the sake of having like a cohesive album that had a lot of radio friendly hits, but long story short, this song did absolutely grow on me. I just was like the slightest bit disappointed because I wanted something that walked so Blank Space could run, but now I've come to see that this is like the other side of the coin of Blank Space, like the vulnerability that she didn't really want to show in 2014. I don't think both of those could exist on the same album in 2014 because she was trying to put on this front of like making fun of what the media was saying about her because she had Shake It Off already and it kind of was the same vein as Blank Space. This would lend to the album being not as clear in her narrative because it's like, I'm actually really upset about this, but then you have Blank Space and Shake It Off where it's like, I don't care what the media says about me. This wouldn't fit too well on an album back then. This is amazing. There's so many amazing lines. I think this is better written than a lot of what's on 1989 lyrically. I just have to sit with it and mourn the loss of a girl power slut anthem. This is interesting. Whoa, what? Is that her? What a deep voice. It's giving like those slowed down like male versions of her songs. Why'd you whisper in the dark just to leave me in the night? Really catchy. Slut's lyrics are a lot more interesting though. Like, I would stay forever if you say don't go. Like, it's simple. Oh, the cards and the fold and it's like Cornelia Street. Showed your hand. I turned around before I hit the tunnel, whatever. I do really love Why'd you whisper in the dark just to leave me in the night. Like, that's the one lyric that I'm like, oh, okay. I get it. Why'd you have to make me want you? Why'd you have to give me nothing back? Like, she was hyping this up like crazy. And like, it's fine. I like the music. I think it is like, I see why it was left off. Like, I really do. There's so many stronger songs on 1989, but it's catchy and it is really cohesive with the theme, 80s theme. Oh, I said I love you. It's like the Cruel Summer, I love you. Ain't that the worst thing you ever heard? I mean, the bridge is really generic. I'll still jam out to this. It's not a skip, but like, man, my expectations were high after she hyped these up. I mean, this is the first time she's really hyped up the vault tracks. I love the harmonies. The last, but you won't. Oh my god, so many layers. It did grow on me. I mean, it does have way shallower lyrics than all of the other vault tracks on this album, but it really is the instrumentation for me, and I think a lot of other people. It's also giving Lion King, kind of in the same way as Out of the Woods did. Also, someone said Phil Collins vibes. I can kind of see it. It's giving The Summer I Turned Pretty. The like opening sound of the, you know what I mean, the shimmery thingy that they do before the episode plays. It's not a theme song. It's just like an effect, I think. She sounds like she's singing in like a bathroom, or like she's singing into like a glass. That's an interesting effect. Wow, her voice goes low. Was it always in this key, or do I feel like she lowered the key? Now that we don't talk, who can hit that line? Oh, it's very 80s. This is fun. Now that we don't talk, remind myself the more I gave, you'd want me less. Damn, those cat men, like the second you ignore them, they come back. I don't have to pretend that I like acid rock. I'm like sad, but like she's so funny. Me crying that I'd like to be on a mega yacht. Important men who think important thoughts. Damn. Jesus, this is like crazy. I'm like whiplash. I don't even know what to say about the quality. Do I like it? Do I not like it? I'm just so like gagged right now. Oh, that was a really sudden ending. Wait, why did I think it was gonna keep going? What was that? Okay, I don't have many thoughts right now. This could go either way. Either I'll be obsessed with this in a few days, or I like won't really play it again. What? They're musically very interesting. I like all of them musically, especially. Sometimes the vault songs sound like those TikToks where people are like, I'm gonna write a Taylor Swift song. And like, you're like, what? For a second? Like there's like little influences, but overall it's like, that's strange. You wouldn't find that on one of her albums. That's what some of the vault songs sometimes feel like. Oh, cheating. You have people who called you on unmarked numbers in my preface, so she's seeing it out of the corner of her eye. I let it slide like a hose on a slippery plastic summer. Why is that so funny?
You know, I'm laughing, especially on the first listen, and it is funny, and it is weird, but I can tell you right now, I will take weird, funny, awkward over generic every single day. Like, why are you writing lyrics if it's something that's been said a million times before, you know? No one's ever said, I let it slide like a hose on a slippery plastic summer. What is that? What is it? Is it good? Is it bad? Objectively, debatable. But is it original? Yes.
Flushed with the currency of cool. This sounds like AI. Turning out my empty pockets. When you hold me, it holds me together. You kiss me in a way that's gonna screw me up forever. This is crazy. Girl. Class reunion. High school vibes. I'm standing in a 1950s gymnasium. It feels so wordy. Not a bad thing, but like, is it random? It feels random. Born to be national treasures. This is crazy. This is so angsty. I'm obsessed. My whole life's ruined. The melodrama. It's like melodramatic in the same way as like Cold As You. Like, you wouldn't tell nobody if I died for you. It feels so raw, these vault songs. Like, this is something she wrote forever ago, and like, ooh, it hits, like, obviously because we've never heard it. That was a really sudden ending too. Okay, so far, we just have one left. They're feeling like they lack a little bit of focus, lyrically, conceptually, metaphorically. The music is very on the head. What am I trying to say? Like, accurate to what 1989 is. But as like concepts and lyrics, they're a little all over the place. Like, I see why they were left off for that reason. They're a little crazy, they're a little hectic, they're a little bit Red reminiscent because of that. Like, she just like got so much more concise. I feel like she like whittled these down into some of the other songs we've seen on the original version that like actually made it back in 2014. It's so interesting to you see kind of like her creative process as you listen to the vault songs.
A huge difference I'm seeing between the ones that made it in 2014 and these actual vault songs is like she whittled these ideas down into the ones that made it as extended metaphors, particularly with like style, where everything is about like coming back around, trends going in and out of style. She compares it to fashion. There's such a focus on the extended metaphor, or like Out of the Woods, where it's like about all the trees and these really specific visuals that fit with the hook of the song, or even Wildest Dreams, where it's like this hindsight, remember me fondly, think of me in all these ways, you'll see me in hindsight, those kind of lines that all tie back into that central main idea in the hook. And we don't see that as much in the vault songs. It's like crazy. It's all over the place. And that's not a bad thing, but it's just lacking that kind of lyrical focus. I think at the time she was promoting it as more of a musical focus, like only 80s pop, but I think lyrical and musical focus go hand in hand.
Whoa, this is giving Dear Reader. The ah in the beginning. The strange scream. There's another scream. Why are they screaming? It's making me, they're still repeating it. Oh my god, 4 times once the flight had flown. Why is that scream still happening? Please stop. Why is it still happening? I can't take this seriously. What is going on? It's still going.
This is the most chaotic reaction video I think I've ever had. I interrupt this video once again to give you a blood trigger warning. It's not much. I cut out as much as I possibly could. It's my nose. it just starts bleeding. I had a Kleenex to it for most of it. I sound a little muffled. If you would like to start looking away and just listening to this video until the end, it's only a few minutes, but I was in a rush. I needed to finish the video. It would not stop bleeding, and I was able to mostly cover it with a Kleenex, but I'm mid-sentence when it starts, so this is your warning. Look away and just listen until the end of the video if you can't handle it. I'm so sorry. This is such a mess.
I really like the lyrics. The 300 takeout coffees, the smile on your profile, and unsuspecting waiters. It's like, that's really good lyricism. Oh shit. Are you serious? Ugh, you've got to be kidding me. I'm on the last... Ugh, not on my dress. Are you kidding me? I literally... Well, I guess we're just gonna continue. Because I have... This is such a shit show of a video. I'm so sorry. I'm not trying to trigger anyone. This was not my intention. You dream of my mouth before it called you a lying traitor. This is good. I hate that I'm bleeding right now. You search in every maiden's bed for something greater. That's good. Oh my gosh, rebound. Hold on, I need to get my act together. It's still going. It's literally still going. Back in high school, I got nosebleeds like freaking crazy. It was like insane. I thought something was wrong. Why is that happening again? I haven't had these. I just had one at a restaurant. I giggled too hard and I exploded. My face exploded like someone punched me. All because I laughed too hard. I thought this was over. Is it over now? Like, why am I back in high school, like, for real? I really like the rhythm. Come here, I whispered in your ear in your dream. Like, it's got this really nice rhythm. I'm sorry. I sound so blocked because I am. Red blood, white snow. She manifested this for me. Blue dress? Are you kidding me? Miss Swift, are you watching me? Are there cameras?
I was so distracted by my blood that I did not realize this is what that line is referencing on the first listen. I realized on the second listen once I got my blood under control. But this reminds me of like the scar from All Too Well. I love when she references like these things that actually happened. And I feel like we only know half the story when it comes to things that are actually real. Like I think about like the wine-stained dress and Clean. Like I feel like that was a real thing. There are just no paparazzi pictures of it. But yeah, this is nuts. For anyone who doesn't know, this was a picture that went like viral back when her and Harry Styles broke up in like 2012 or 2013. I can't remember the exact year. It had to have been 2013, yeah. And they were on vacation in, I think it was the British Virgin Islands, and suddenly she was leaving on a boat completely alone, and like the look on her face, the like quietly seething rage. This is just everything to me.
I really like the drums. Your new girl is my clone. At least I had the decency to keep my nights out of sight. At least I kept my rebounds on the down low. I think about jumping off of very tall somethings. Could have followed my fears all the way down. I sound like Squidward. Just to see you come running. If she's got blue eyes, I'll surmise that you'll probably date her. She is cooking. Oh my god, she's roasting the man. Oh my god, there's so much blood. This is not good. Why is this happening? I don't know what to do. I have to finish this. I'm on the last song. I'm obsessed. You search in every model's bed. This is a crime. It's got a chaotic sound again. I'm committed. I'm finishing this video.
I didn't realize how good this was until after, because I was just so distracted by my nose. We wanted style featuring Harry Styles. Instead, we got Harry Styles' head on a stick. Like, I think about how I was saying the vault tracks lack that, like, extended metaphor thing that she was kind of doing for the first time in her lyricism in the 1989 album. I really see that with this one. This one is such a therapeutic stream of consciousness, diaristic type of song. So many scathing one-liners. It's so different from a lot of the lyrical styles of the rest of the songs on 1989. Like, this was pure therapy for her. She was like, extended metaphors. I'll give you an extended metaphor. Here's Harry Styles' metaphorical head on a metaphorical stick. And there are so many different situations throughout. The callback to his couch from Out of the Woods, and now the other girl is laying on it. When she laid down on your couch, that was our place. You know what I mean? She was like, here are pieces of his metaphorical head on various metaphorical sticks. She had points. She had bullet points, sub points. I'm afraid this is the best vault tracks consistently. Like, I loved Nothing New and I Bet You Think About Me, but as far as vault tracks as a whole, I'm afraid that goes to 1989.
I think we're done. Not just with the album. Who does this fucking happen to? Oh, it's still going. Okay. I don't believe we have Sweeter Than Fiction, and even if we did, I can't handle it right now. I'm really just like really struggling right now. Okay, thoughts. Well, a lot of mentions of blood in the vault tracks, which I think is interesting. No, but like, I think these need to like grow on me. That was so chaotic. Overall, yeah, they feel a little bit less focused, but that doesn't mean they're bad. Like, Red was really unfocused, and I loved Red partly because it was unfocused. Like, it was so dynamic that it kept my interest all the way through. I need to sit on these because they're crazy. Like lyrically, it's crazy. I need to like analyze these because I feel like there's a lot going on. I think there was one song, Say Don't Go, that I was like, okay, this is a little generic. I see, like, I'm always looking for like lyrical prowess, even if something, shit, it just won't stop. Even if something doesn't necessarily make sense on an album, if she's like really showing lyrical prowess, I can really appreciate those as vault tracks. But if it's like a little generic, I'm like, you know, we'll see. We have to wait and see what I think about that. But that was a really good experience. I like how concise the album continues to be, even with added vault tracks. My nose just won't stop bleeding. Like I would pull it away, but it just like keeps going. It's crazy. I'm like a little scared. I would love to hear all of your thoughts on these songs down in the comments. Which vault track is your favorite? Because I don't know. I really liked all of them other than maybe Say Don't Go, but I feel like that could grow on me because I really like the music, even if I don't really like the lyrics. She's got a lot of interesting things going on. As I said, I don't know. I really like the recreation of Clean. Most of these were really good. I think the only one that kind of bungled a little bit, New Romantics, is a little disappointing, and How You Get the Girl is like the number one, and I'm like, oh, this is not what it used to be. But overall, I'm really happy with this. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you want to follow me on my Instagram, it is right here, and if you want to follow me on my TikTok, that is right here. I'm gonna go take care of my bloody nose. See you very soon for my Lana Del Rey Ultraviolet video. I'm fucking falling apart. Okay, I'll see you all then. I hope you have an amazing day. Bye, guys.
I know that we would run away to an island.